history. Does your history matter? I'll tell you what, pause on any history talk. I want to talk to you about your home, because this is going to be the same thing. Just stay with me here. Stay with me. Let's talk about your home. What makes it a home to you? Your apartment where you live, your house where you live, condo, wherever you're living right now, what makes it a home to you? The memories you make inside of it, right? That's part of why it's a home. When you look at the fireplace, what do you see? You see a fireplace? Of course you don't. You see where your wife sits to get warm and reads a book in the wintertime. When you look at this corner over here, what do you see? You see where you set up the Christmas tree and have been setting up the Christmas tree for years. I remember when he opened up his first bike there. I remember that. Not just the good, by the way, not just the wonderful memories. The bad memories are part of what makes it a home. Oh, that kitchen counter spot, that corner of it, I stub my toe on it every time. That friggin' fridge, the ice maker makes noise. The good, the bad. Oh no, structural cracks in the wall. The good, the bad, all of it is part of what makes it your home. It makes it a home to you, the memories it creates, good ones and bad ones. Now, if I wanted to burn down your home, your apartment, would you let me? As it stands right now, if I showed up tonight at your house, knock on the door, gas, matches, hey, mind if I burn down your home? You would say no. Maybe call the cops. Maybe you'd shoot me. But you wouldn't let me, would you? Why? You're attached to it. The memories, good and bad ones, moor you to your home. They give you roots into your home. The pictures on the wall, it's moored there. So I'm a bad person, and I really want to burn it down. And you won't let me burn it down. What do I need to do? I need to unmoor you. I need to detach you from that home. I need to get the pictures off the wall. I need to do something to erase the memories you've had in that home. I need to take away the personal connection you have to it, because if I could do that, if I could go in and just remove everything and clear it all out and then put you back in that empty shell of a home, and then I asked you, hey, you mind if I burn this down? You might be all, you know what? Yeah, I don't really like it here anyway. I bring this up because we talk about the assault on America's history, the constant assault on America's history by the communists, but the right has such a difficult time articulating why you can't just say no when they want to do this. You must double and triple down. If I asked you right now, be honest with yourself. You don't have to be honest with me. If I asked you right now, statue of Robert E. Lee, Confederate leader, should it be torn down? Would you say no? Would you say, no, we should build 10 more of them? That's the right answer, by the way, if they asked to burn it down. Or would you say this? Would you do this? Well, I mean, I guess maybe. He was a Confederate. They wanted to enslave black people. I don't want to be called a racist. Okay, just Robert E. Lee, though. Yeah, you can take that one down, but just Robert E. Lee, guys. Nothing else. Because that's the response from the right every time. And that's why the communists, when they come for you in your country, that's why they begin with the easy marks, because they know it'll be difficult for you to say no. That's why they start with Robert E. Lee, and before you know it, they're removing statues of Teddy Roosevelt from New York City. The communist doesn't care about the Confederacy, the Civil War, racism. He doesn't care about any of those things. What he cares about very, very, very deeply is unmooring you from your country. The memories, the good ones, the bad ones, the flaws, the beauty. He wants to burn it all down. And if you allow him that, he will. Unless you understand his motivations, then you will allow him that, because you want to be thought of as nice and a good person. And the thing is, you can't ever strive to be thought of as a good person by a communist, because he's a terrible person. I bring this up because there's all kinds of controversy out there now. They're rewriting the James Bond books. They're rewriting Willy Wonka. You can't even call the fat kid in Willy Wonka fat anymore. I say this now because, well, They're trying to call, this is a school board member, by the way, they're trying to call the Battle of Iwo Jima evil.
Just a few days ago was Japanese Day of Remembrance, something for us to certainly reflect on as we learn our history and think about it. The days when, Iwo Jima unfortunately happened and set a record for really what, I hate to say, human evil is capable of. And so that's something just to remember.
But why? How can they be so bold now? That's quite a thing. You would have never heard anybody in this country say that even 5 years ago. So why would they say that now? Well, I'm going to show you why they said it now. I'm going to show you exactly why they're now changing the name of Fort Bragg, named after General Braxton Bragg. They're changing it to Fort Liberty. Why is all this happening? Why are they so bold? Why is Teddy Roosevelt being removed? Why is Christopher Columbus coming down? You want to know why? Well, there are many, many culprits, but this is just a perfect example of it. May I present to you Senator James Lankford of Oklahoma.
We are also seeing now efforts to rename military bases across the country. The Senate Armed Service Committee voted on that. This week we've seen leading voices like General David Petraeus saying it's time to stop having military bases named after Confederate generals like Braxton Bragg. Is it time?
I do, actually. I think the right way to be able to do this is to be able to have the study, to be able to look at where the name come from, what do we need to have to be able to take a serious look at it, and then to be able to transition. There are lots of great leaders, military leaders that are around the country that are modern leaders that we can continue to be able to honor.
You see, the communist knows low T. When it sees low T, they go find these weak people on the right, and they tell them, hey, it's just the Confederacy. Hey, it's just that one little spot in the corner where you stub your toe. Just let me come in your home. Look, I won't touch anything else. Just let me get rid of that one little corner. You don't like that corner anyway. Let me get rid of it. I promise, won't touch a thing. Before you know it, the pictures of Grandpa are coming down off the wall. We must understand that when we discuss things like statues, writings, rewriting plays, books, remaking movies, we're talking about people who have the intention of burning everything you love to ash. So the answer isn't just no when they want to do these things. The next time a communist says, I want to tear down the statue of Robert E. Lee, the answer is building 10 more surrounding it and telling him, I'll do this every time you try to remove my history. All that may have made you uncomfortable, but I am right.
Support the First TV today and get instant access to exclusive specials like Who is Ron DeSantis, the history of FBI scandals, and America's worst presidents. Visit thefirsttv.com/support or download the First TV app to become a supporter and start watching today.